This is Zoom number 3. Zoom number 3. Baby, baby,
Let's listen you up.
baby, come on. I'm finna get home
Baby,
too.
just do this for me. Say Peter Pan picks a pepper.
Peter Pan picks pepper. 5,
It's Peter Piper,
4,
first of all. Peter Pan don't pick
3,
no peppers.
2, 1.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sip
and Share.
Sip and Share. Let's get it now. Sip and Share.
Sip and
Sip
share.
and Share. Let's go.
Sip and
Oh.
share. Sip and share.
Go.
You know, keep your own rhythm. Don't try to
I almost-
dive
you
into
almost put
mine.
me in. You almost pulled me in.
You tried to dive
You
into
almost
mine.
pulled me in.
Yeah.
I see something out of my peripheral sitting in your glass, and it's very colorful. What what might it be? What is that?
Okay. I'm going to do a blind taste test today. Since you don't know what's in my glass, is it a cocktail?
The way you waved your hand over it, it
Is
must be
it-
magic potion.
Is it a juice?
It might be a
What
rabbit.
is it?
Your rabbit might pop out. You see?
No smelling, just tasting. Just tasting.
Ill. Yuck.
Y'all, today I'm drinking grapefruit juice. And you might say, what in the world? Why is she drinking grapefruit juice? This is about as bad as your grandmama drinking prune juice, right? So grapefruit juice has a lot of health benefits, Boo Bear.
It doesn't have a lot of taste benefits.
It has a lot of health benefits. It helps lower your cholesterol,
Okay.
lower your blood pressure.
Yep.
It helps to fight sickness and disease, so it makes you more immune, right? And it also has been found to help decrease getting kidney stones in your body. So there's a lot of benefit. You might want to chug some more.
it
Oh, sorry.
it increases the nastiness that's in my mouth.
Whatever. Anyway,
And
what
I want
are you
to.
sipping on?
I'm sipping on something that gives me all the negative and bad things that you just highlighted. That grape juice takes away from you. I am
It's
sipping
grapefruit
grapefruit juice. Nasty. They need to take out the fruit and just give me grape juice. Then I'll drink it. This is a beer. It's a Pilsner. It's called Pour Judgment. Pour Judgment. Local beer.
Good Judgment.
Here in our
Pour
state
Judgment.
of Rhode Island. It's delicious.
All right.
Increases
See, y'all,
the beautiful taste in your mouth. It
you
increases
can
your
drink it.
happiness.
You can drink it, y'all.
This is way better than grape juice.
Poor judgment, good judgment.
Poor
So
taste.
today, babe, I want to talk about something that doesn't necessarily affect us.
Okay.
But it may affect people within our audience.
Okay.
So, for some of you, it has already started. And for those of you more up north, you're getting ready to send your kids back to school. So school is in session.
Yep.
And you've been preparing these babies by going out, buying them the flyest gear, getting all the school supplies, you know, giving them back that bedtime and routine so that they can show up and show out in school.
How come?
Show out. I don't know. If that's
It
good.
might be show. How come some parents get more excited when school's about to get back in session than for when school gets out of session?
I mean, I think that is logical.
And you know,
for
I
parents.
just look at the dichotomy between the two. Wait, you got the teachers celebrating when school is out for the summer, and the parents are like, some of the parents are like, oh man. And then when school gets ready to come back in, the teachers are like, oh man, and the parents are celebrating. I think it's
Well,
interesting.
actually, I don't want to say that. You are stereotyping because I
I
used to
said
be
some.
an educator.
Some.
And there were some of us who were excited just as the students to get back to school
Sure.
and to get going. Now, about halfway through, we might be ready for summer.
We all love
but,
the kids. Everybody
you
loves the
know,
kids.
Yeah,
But, you know.
everybody loves the kids. You know, you bring up that subject about how parents are excited about their kids returning to school. And we were on a call with some friends not long ago. A friend of mine is still in the school system, and her husband mentioned, he thinks it needs to be driven home that parents understand you're sending students to school. Not your kids, you're sending students. Because he expressed, from what I gathered from it, by putting that particular title on it, you're sending them in there to perform at a certain level, to step into a role. Now, it doesn't mean that the teachers aren't going to still counsel and nurture your kids, but what it means is preparing an expectation that this is not home. This is a place of learning. This is your business right now. This is your 9 to 5. This is your job.
Right.
This is your training. You know, how
And
do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I agree with that too. And I like just putting that title on it, that you're sending students to school. For me, when I hear that, that means you're sending a student to school, which they should be learning. They're being sent to your facility to get an education.
Yeah.
You're not sending your children off per se, because it's not a daycare. You know, school is not intended to be a daycare. And I know it's hard out there for some parents. They're just have an opportunity to go work and make money while your children are at school, supposed to be getting their education. But once they get on that school bus, you can't just kind of shake your hands off and go, well, the teacher's got them now, right? It takes a village to raise kids. So you're sending them there to learn. And yes, some may say, well, it's the teacher's job to teach the kids and educate the kids, which is partially true. But just because they leave the schoolhouse and leave the school building doesn't mean that the education stops there at that door. When they come home, they should be learning as well. So in my opinion, the way I think about this now, the more I talk about it, the teachers have somewhat of a role in parenting, and the parents have somewhat of a role in teaching. So it's kind of like a cross-cultural connection, I think.
What we're saying is that it's a yin and yang thing.
Absolutely.
And it depends on your kid. But what I also want to bring to understanding is parents need to understand that a lot of what your kids are learning are outside the schoolhouse. It is not within those four walls.
That's right.
So the experiences that you give them on vacations, the way that you talk to your kids, what you expose your kids to, that is going to make or break what type of student they show up as.
That's right.
And I think that that's an important thing. You know, I'm going to go ahead and say that I hate iPads. I hate cell phones for especially smaller kids. But the reason why I hate it is not because the technology is there, is because it's not monitored as much. I feel like if you're going to let your kids have those particular things, understand the access that you're giving them, and remember that you have to parent them through it. You need to make sure the safety bars are up on those particular devices, and that's not a cop-out for you not to be a parent, for you not to read the bedtime story, for you not to sit there and say, well, look it up on your tutoring thing when it's come time for homework. Sit down with them, do their homework, do the homework with them, not do their homework. Ask them questions. This is your treasure, your child. You should want to know how they spent their day. When it comes to time for children to go to school, they're spending more time with the people in that school building than they are with their parents because they're asleep, majority of the time, right? So you should want to invest, understand, and nurture your child so that they can, like my friend said, walk into the school as a student, a prepared student, ready and open to learn. And respectful.
Yeah.
Now,
I won't go as far as saying I hate iPads, because I love technology.
Well, I'm saying
I'm just saying just
used,
my
misuse
perspective.
of.
My perspective. I agree though that iPad and technology usage, whether you're adult or kid, has to be monitored, and all things in moderation, because all in all, I think the way that the kids learn today is way different than how we learned in school and how our kids probably learned in school. They get so much more access and a lot faster, but as you mentioned, that could also be a negative thing. And to your point, I recommend that you teach your kids, and you and the teachers teach your kids first before your kids go out there and learn something incorrectly on an iPad or something like that. So I do agree that it definitely has to be monitored for sure.
And I want to make a correction. I don't hate iPads or iPhones. I use those things myself. I don't like the misuse and the abuse
Right.
of them.
Right.
Because for some people, they are the new babysitter for their
Yeah,
children.
yeah.
For some people, there are no barriers up to make sure that your child is looking at the correct things on there.
Right.
You know, our daughter, she substitutes,
Mm-hmm.
and it amazes me. I'm not in the school anymore. I keep saying schoolhouse like I'm old.
Schoolhouse rocks.
I'm not in the school anymore, but she informs me of some of the things and the way that the children show up. Yeah, they show up with the Jordans and they looking nice and they got the haircuts, but then they show up with potty mouths, cursing, and talking about inappropriate things.
Yeah. They don't just need to look good. They need to act good. Right.
Yeah. So we got to make sure that, like I said, as a parent, do your due diligence to send your child off into that school to be as successful as possible.
Yep.
And help them to understand that to respect their elders,
That's
to
right.
respect those around them. And as a parent, look for and seek for ways to be involved, not only when your child comes home, but if you have a day off, can you go in, sit in the class, volunteer? Can you eat lunch with your child? Whatever. Can you talk to the teacher about things she may need to be done
Yep.
that you can assist with? Maybe she needs some hands cut out for Thanksgiving. I don't know. You know, maybe you can be the one
Yeah,
to take
big
them
time.
home and cut them out.
Big time.
I'm going to say this on behalf of my fellow teachers,
Yeah.
because I've been there. And I want parents to understand this very clearly. Teachers have a lot
Yes.
other than your child showing up, them issuing worksheets, things like that, or whatever they're doing. And if there's a really great teacher, she's going to have centers, projects, all kinds of things. So just think about those teachers who do
Right.
the extra and above and beyond. But yet, while they're doing that, they're still doing administrative things.
Oh, yeah.
They're still grading papers, putting
Yeah.
grades in.
Yep.
They're still looking at test scores, coming up with IEP accommodations, working with the special education department, talking to their administrator about how they're performing, having to meet certain criteria regarding the curriculum, having to plan for and test students on a regular basis, and then keeping reports of behaviors and things like that. And then to say if your child needs additional like counseling, things like that, the mentorship piece that comes into that, the bus duties, the lunch duties, the staying after school duties to help with extracurricular activities, the tutoring.
Yeah.
I mean, teachers do a lot, y'all.
Yep. Absolutely.
A lot.
Yep.
And I know y'all saw that during the pandemic.
Oh,
I know
absolutely.
you saw it.
Had to be.
And so if your child is blessed with a wonderful teacher, be there, help, assist, and support however you can.
Absolutely.
Because they're laying their life on the line for your child each and every day.
Yeah. So with that, I want to take an opportunity, kind of threefold. Number one, I want to talk to the teachers out there, all the educators, past, present educators, you know, those that have done it before, those that are doing it now and probably will do it in the future. Just thank you for what you do. It is a thankless job. You all do not get paid enough. You don't get the doctor pay, the engineer pay, the lawyer pay, but it is you that are creating those doctors, those lawyers, those engineers. You are the first step in creating those folks. So thank you for what you do. To the parents, this is an opportunity for you to ensure that you're also helping with the educational process, just like the teachers are helping with the parental process. So to the parents, thank you for what you do and making sure that your children are going back to school, and folks that are out there driving, being safe and watching out for the kids as they're getting on and off the buses and things like that. And then to the kids, this is an amazing opportunity for you all.
Yes.
Take this opportunity right here, live it, because these are the best times of your life. Enjoy the educational experience, and then you'll go off to do greater things and just become great. So to everybody, just want to say, welcome back to school.
Yeah. School is in session, and I guess what we want to drive home is it takes a village.
That's right.
And both of us wouldn't be here today without our village, which
That's right.
included parental figures, mentors, our teachers, and just us being willing vessels as students and learners. So we encourage each and every one of you to have a wonderful,
Yes.
blessed,
Yes.
safe, and effective learning opportunity this year for 2023-2024.
There you go. And I get to ring the bell first. I stole it. Welcome back to school.
That's not appropriate for school. No PDA in school. No PDA in school.
We are teaching and educating them on the proper way to kiss your spouse. School is in session.
Sip and share. Sip. You want some more?
No, thank you.
You want some more?
No. Sip and share. Sip, sip, and share. Let's go. Till next time, y'all.